All right, today we're talking about a superpower you already have, your imagination. We're going to explore how you can learn to skip what your eyes are seeing and just draw straight from what's going on inside your head.
So let's just jump right in with a huge question, one that really gets to the core of what it means to be creative. What can your mind cook up that your eyes have literally never laid eyes on? I mean, really think about that. It's not about drawing the stuff in your room, it's about drawing the stuff that's only in you.
And that is exactly what we're focusing on. The kind of art that comes from that place, the place your eyes can't get to. We're talking about going way beyond just copying what we see, and instead diving into that whole universe that exists inside our own minds. Okay, so to really get this, let's look at a story. Picture this. You're in a classroom at the Al-Noor Creative School. And get this, your teachers for the day are two world-renowned artists. You've got E.L. Seed, who's famous for these huge, amazing calligraphy murals, and Shirin Nishat, who is just a master of powerful visual storytelling. So E.L. Seed kicks things off with this one, super powerful instruction. He tells the class, look, today is not about technical skill. We're not drawing a flower in a vase. No, he's asking for something way deeper, something totally personal. He wants them to draw what they feel and what they imagine. So, what is this skill really? Let's break down what's at the heart of this idea. Well, it's called imaginative drawing. And honestly, it's just what it sounds like. The art of making something straight from your mind or your memory. It could be a real thing you remember, like your last birthday party. Or it could be something totally wild that only exists in your dreams.
Okay, to really wrap our heads around this, I think it helps to compare it to how most of us were taught to draw. Drawing what you see versus, well, drawing what you don't see. And this chart just lays it out so perfectly. So on one side, you have drawing from observation. That's all external, right? You look at an apple, you draw the apple. You're basically copying reality. But drawing from imagination, that is 100% internal. It doesn't start with an object, it starts with a feeling or a memory. And here's the kicker. You're not copying reality. You're creating a whole new reality right there on the paper. And check this out. This is the idea in action. When the artist asked the students to imagine a rainy day, one student, Bilal, didn't just draw raindrops. No way. He saw this whole dynamic scene. Kids running around, splashing in puddles, lightning cracking across the sky. That's a full-blown story pulled right out of his imagination.
But then another student, Aisha, had a totally different take. Her vision was quiet. It was personal. It was a memory of her grandmother putting a big bowl outside to catch rainwater for her plants. I mean, think about that. Same exact prompt, a rainy day, but their unique internal worlds created two completely different, totally beautiful stories. That's the magic of it.
Okay, and this is where it gets really, really cool. Because this isn't just some fun little classroom exercise. This is the bedrock, this is the foundation of how great artists find their voice and show the rest of us their unique way of seeing the world.
I mean, just look at the teachers themselves, right? El Seed and Shirin Nishat. For them, imagination is, well, it's everything. El Seed isn't just writing words, he's weaving them into these incredible, dreamlike murals that tell stories about people and places. Shirin Nishat, she uses her imagination to ask these huge questions about who we are, about culture, about emotion. For both of them, their art is literally their inner world made visible for all of us to see.
And this quote from El Seed, it just hits so hard. He says, "You don't need a photo, you have your mind, your faith, and your voice. That is enough." Think about that. You don't need a perfect photo to trace or some fancy object to draw. Everything you actually need to create something meaningful, it's already in you. Your mind, your memories, your voice, that's the good stuff.
All right, this next part might just be the most important piece of the whole puzzle. It's about a shift in thinking. It's about giving yourself permission. Permission to just create without worrying about judgment or trying to make it perfect.
So what are the big life lessons here? Number one, your imagination is this incredible powerhouse, and it's full of stories that only you can tell. Number two, drawing is an amazing way to get feelings out, especially the ones that are kind of hard to put into words. And number three, creativity actually builds courage. Every time you put a piece of your inner world on paper, you get a little bit more confident.
Okay, I really want you to hear this next part. Let it sink in. This might be the most freeing idea in the entire world of art. What you imagine is always right, because it's yours. Read that again. If it comes out of your head, it literally cannot be wrong. Why? Because there's nothing to compare it to. It's pure, 100% authentic simply because it came from you.
So really, forget about getting the lines perfect. Forget about realistic shading. That is not the point here. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to express something. It's about telling your story in your way.
And that brings us right back to where we started, with a question. But this time, it's more of a challenge for you. Look, you don't have to be a pro artist to try this. You just need a piece of paper, a pencil, and maybe a quiet moment. So, what story is in there? What's waiting inside your mind, just ready to be sketched out?